it could like be our gargoyle to defend us from evil spirits.
See, Ridley's not a dragon, he's a gargoyle.
Well, he's not even a dragon,
He's not even a dragon,
alien.
but people will tell you he's a dragon.
He's a fucking alien.
He's a
He looks more like a pterodactyl than a fucking dragon.
I know, that's what we kept saying.
It'd be like if like a pterodactyl fucking dragon.
That's how you make a Ridley.
That's how you
How'd you make a Ridley? Find dragon, find pterodactyl, find Pokemon breeding center.
And then have H.R. Geiger as your geneticist to alter him to his liking.
It's Lemmy Tom. Hi, Lemmy Tom. Oh, I died while I was saying hi. Hi, Die. That guy's got a full Shadow Ball.
I mean, wasn't like
No. It was inspired.
So it was inspired by H.R. Geiger. That's an interesting person to be inspired by because he does a lot with like.
Guess what? What is it,
balance
Lemington?
stuff.
Remember a few years ago? What? When I said something about DLC for Smash? What did I say? I said it probably wouldn't happen. A lot changed, though.
It did.
A lot changed. And you said to Yosef it wouldn't happen? Yeah, I know where you're going with this. I was thinking too much about back then. There was no way I had the foresight to tell the future that Nintendo would start getting into DLC. I mean, maybe I should have guessed that by this point in the future they would, but I mean, that was so many years ago where it just didn't even seem like it'd be like if someone told me Nintendo was going to start getting into mobile gaming, I would have said, yeah, right.
Or if like someone from now came to like the 1990s and told someone that television
but yes, if
would be on the computer.
Right, but if you want to be black and white about it, yes, I was wrong. There is DLC. And I don't know how to feel about it on a personal level as far as my points I made back then are, because I do still feel like on one hand where it's like, well, I already own this game, so A, why should I pay for these characters for a game I already bought? Although most games are doing it nowadays, so it's hard to argue with that anymore. Although there's still some pretty ridiculous things, like Goro on the new Mortal Kombat game is a fucking ridiculous situation. But besides that, once again, once Super Smash Bros. 5 for the next console comes out, are they actually going to have the time to make all these characters, or are they going to cut a shit ton of them and have us pay for them again for the new game? Who knows? We'll have to see. On the other hand, though, I'm pretty hyped as fuck to be able to play as Mewtwo, Lucas, and anyone we get to vote for. So, take that as you will.
At least it's better than DLC color swaps.
DLC color swaps are stupid. But yeah, so Goro is an iconic character to like Mortal Kombat. Like he's like in every single Mortal Kombat. He's DLC. He's day one DLC.
DLC.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Seriously? That's like, yeah, so this character's fully ready for the game, but you can only play as him if you pay extra because we said so. At least Mewtwo came out later. It's like extra development time after they already made the game, so at least that's sensible. The stuff with Goro is utter bullshit. In hindsight, Yosef was not as ridiculous as everyone thought he was. He was right about Rosalina. Rosalina, I would not have put into consideration until she became playable into Super Mario 3D World. Honestly, a lot of the character choices were still ridiculous. I mean, those character choices included Sudowoodo, Krogunk, and Dr. Styles. So I will still hold my points about the character selection. Not that all of my character selections were always great. I talked about cutting Ness and adding Geno. Pizza Man, when are you going to make your roster for Smash 5? I already did that. I did that on April 1st. You didn't see that? I made a Smash 5 roster. Although I guess I have to add Lucas to it now that he's confirmed. I can't hear you, Rosie. I've seen lots of pictures of Matt with his baby. even though he said he would never post pictures of
It's
himself
not.
with his
He's
picture.
not the one posting it. It's
I
his
know,
wife.
it's his wife. So
So
I
we
guess
still get to see
he's keeping true to his word. But yeah, no, my friend Matt, we just had a baby. So awesome. Well, okay, his wife had a baby. He didn't have it.
Well, I get so annoyed when people are like, "Oh, you can't say that we're pregnant because she's the one who's pregnant." I was like, "Can you just shut up? They're having a baby. Be happy for them."
Yeah, it's like, well, technically he's not you having a baby.
Okay, of all the times to really give a fuck about pronouns, that is not the time.
So actually, if you guys want to talk about it, I mean, the April 1st video, the April Fool's Day Smash 5 roster, was supposed to be a joke, but it was supposed to sound like I might be serious about things. There's certain things in there that I actually would not care to see at all, like Falco getting cut, or, what did I say? Pedsuit Samus? Yeah, I was just joking on this. Other things, though, because I was trying to sound legitimate, I'd be totally okay with. Like you're saying Cross, that sounds like a good idea. I think so, too. If Xenoblade Chronicles X goes well, yeah, I think Cross would be great to add in SSP5. I actually wound up liking a lot of the ideas I had on that video because I was trying to make it sound like I might be serious. And some of those points I did like.
Apparently there's a ton of like a single species of jellyfish that were
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what's up, huh?
There's tons of this like one species of jellyfish that's washing up on the shore of Oregon.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like from pollution or anything. It's because they can't handle the waves and the like wind or
Damn.
anything like that. So they all just wash out because they're like, oh god, wind! Oh, it's so sad. You can see them on the fucking coast.
So, okay, characters I have voted for. I just want to say something really quick about each of them just because I want to. Number 9, Impa. I'd love to see Impa. Honestly, with all the new Mario characters and the Pokemon characters, it almost looks like the Legend of Zelda series got kind of shafted. There's lots of good Legend of Zelda characters we don't have playable, and I think Impa does stand out. My personal favorite Zelda character that I think should get in is Tetra, simply because we have Toon Link and, you know, nothing else to go with it. So I'd love to see Tetra to support that. Plus, it has, I think, the potential to be a unique character, you know, with Sheik being a ninja, Tetra being a pirate. But Impa is, I think, is an obvious great choice. Number 8, Inklings. I love the idea of the Inklings, and I think there's plenty to do with them, but I want to wait till Splatoon comes out and becomes successful, right? I don't want to preemptively assume Splatoon's going to be a great game. It looks like it's going to be a great game, but I just want to wait for it, you know what I mean? Snake. I'd love to see Snake back. I don't know if it's going to happen at all, but I'd love to see it back. Wolf, I'd love to see back. Banjo and Kazooie, I love the concept. It's not my favorite, simply because, you know, I'm unsure of, like, how much Banjo-Kazooie we're actually going to see on future Nintendo stuff, so it's kind of like, well, great, we have him for the historical value, but really, like, what's the significance now? But even just for the historical value and for the fact that I love Banjo and Kazooie, I would be so happy to see them. Let's see here. Rayman, I've always liked Rayman, and unlike Banjo-Kazooie, I do think he has a future with Nintendo, possibly. So I'd love to see Rayman, although honestly, after everything I just said there, I actually like Banjo-Kazooie more as a character than Rayman. Still, I like both. Shovel Knight, I think would be a lot of fun. I'm still very iffy on indie game characters in general, but if there was going to be one, I think Shovel Knight's a good pick. And I do like the character. And I think it has a lot of good potential as a fun Smash character. Shantae, I'm 50-50 on. I do like Shantae. I think she'd fit well into Smash Brothers. I'm not as excited about her as a prospect as I am with Banjo-Kazooie or Rayman. Just out of my own personal experience. I've barely played any Shantae games. So that's just purely off a pure personal experience for me. I think she fits great. And King K. Rool, that's my pick. I don't think I have much more to say on that. King K. Rool is like the one character I have always had in my Smash rosters who has not made it into the game, besides Ridley, who I think is infeasible. Just from the standpoint that I don't think they're going to take his inclusion seriously. But King K. Rool is definitely my number one pick. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Kojima. At first, there was all the rumors that he was fired, and then it was like, no, he wasn't really fired, and we don't really know what's going on. I don't even know what to think of it all. Oh, my arm's getting kind of sore. Oh, I love this song. In my opinion, I mean, along with Ridley and King K. Rool are the two big, iconic Nintendo villains. Not playable. And honestly, in my mind, King K. Rool is more iconic than Ridley. But I might be totally off base there. That's just my feelings. So, I want to see King K. Rool really bad. Oh, no, stop. Well, I'm still technically winning. Oh, now I'm technically losing. Huh. No, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Just going back to this, I'm loving this Mewtwo DLC. Characters I'm hoping get in. Viridy. Boy. There are other Kid Icarus Uprising characters I like. I like Magnus. I like Viridy. I like, Hades would probably actually be my favorite. I like Medusa. But, goddamn, I don't know. I think there's too many Kid Icarus Uprising characters already. That's just me. I wouldn't mind seeing Viridy, but I'd be like, okay, another Kid Icarus Uprising one. Okay. Let's see here. I'm reading. Playtonic Games Project Ukulele character. That depends on what happens with that. I don't even know if they're releasing it to Nintendo. I hope they are. I imagine they are. I just don't know for sure. That's for the future, though. I gotta wait and see what that game's even all about first before I decide, oh yeah, the character should definitely be in. Tails the Fox. You know what? If we really do get Ryu from Street Fighter, I do not mind seeing more Sonic characters. If they're just DLC, sure, I don't mind seeing more Sonic characters. I like Tails a lot. Actually, Tails has classically been my favorite pick. Because, I mean, come on. That's the Luigi to, like, Sonic as Mario. I love Knuckles. I love Shadow. I think they both be great. But, come on. Tails is Tails. He's number 2. Bring in Tails. I know Chris's favorite is Knuckles. Knuckles is probably my actual favorite. But Tails is the one I would want to see. If that makes any sense. Da 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 blah 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 blah. Yes! I won! Oh yeah, Shadows and Smashes and Assists. That's probably not that likely. I forgot about that. Young Link? I don't know. I feel fine having Link and Toon Link unless they actually go with a Majora's Mask route for Young Link. I'd love that. But, yeah. I don't know if they'd actually do it. I'd love it, though. Ow, I thought I did that. Ow. So, Yoshi's Woolly World. They put this game on this, and Yoshi's World isn't even going to be released until a year later after this game came out. I always thought it'd be funny if, like, Yoshi's Woolly World got canceled, and then we just have this Yoshi's Woolly World stage on the Smash Brothers for this game that never came out. Yeah, wouldn't it? Because I think they originally added the Yoshi's Woolly World stage because the game was supposed to be out by the time this game came out, but the Yoshi's Woolly World got so delayed and still not out.
Why is it delayed?
They're really doing, from as far as I can tell, they're doing a lot of visual fine-tuning on it, like making it really look like yarn. Which is going to be really cool and pretty and stuff, but I don't know. Exactly, that's my feeling. It's like, Yoshi games are a lot of fun, but I've never thought of a Yoshi game as being, like, absolutely spectacular. They're always fun visually, and the original Yoshi's Island is very much a classic, but I've never had a Yoshi game that I was, like, hyped for. Like, oh man, a new Yoshi game! But, once again, that's just personal feelings. Yoshi's Woolly World looks fun, but it doesn't look like